Hi, ladies. Hi, guys. Okay, so today we're going to be making a revamp video. This is 2 weeks I want to revamp. They belong to my clients, and I said let's use this opportunity to show you how to get started. So these are all the things I'm going to be using. Of course, I'm not going to use everything in this basket, but these are major things I'm going to be using. And yeah, just watch me. So first, I have my wig, as you can see. This is what it looks like. Show me. This is what it looks like. You can see at this neck region, it's a bit tangled. So this is how we're going to start brushing. Instead of combing the original way of brushing this way, we'll start from this place and we go gently from the tip and we work our way down to the roots. Okay. Always use your detangular brush, which is this type of brush. It has a smaller one. Probably at the end of the video, I'll show you what the regular one looks like. But yeah, this is my detangling brush. So now we're done brushing. You really need to take your time to brush. Sometimes when you feel like you need to, you could use this white tooth comb, but always finish your brushing with this. Now, if you look at this hair, you could see that there's a lot of mat on it. I don't know if you can tell, but just looking at this, you could already see the mat, which means there's a lot of product buildup, which is, of course, the obvious reason why we're revamping this week. So let's get into it. Now, I have my bowl, and I'm going to put this water in it. This water is a mixture of hot water and cold water. So the water needs to be warm. I recommend warm because, well, for product buildup, you need some, heat to be able to completely wash out those products from there. Please do not use hot water. It is not chicken. You're not trying to remove the feathers of the chicken. So put as much water as you need. I use my Tresemme shampoo. I highly recommend this because it is anti-breakage, and with just very little, it achieves a whole lot of results. Again, put as much as you need. These things are not meant to be managed. You don't manage them. You use them because you're trying to achieve a result. And I'm going to soak my hairs. Take note of my words. I'm going to soak them in here for at least 5 minutes. The reason is so that, you know how you soak your clothes before washing? For me, I soak my clothes before washing because I want some of the dirt to go out and I want water to be able to enter into this, fabric, so that by the time I just do small work like this, my clothes is neat. So that's the same. That's the whole idea also around you soaking your wigs for 5 minutes. So we're going to leave it for 5 minutes and we'll be back. And we're done soaking. It's 5 minutes. Can you see the water? Can you see it? Can you see how dirty this water is? We've not done nothing. I've not touched nothing. And this is it. Just to tell you what we did was effective. So yeah. So I'm going to go down right now to wash the hair. So for hairs, you don't wash them like clothes. You just keep at it this way. Some persons would use comb to comb this out. I don't encourage combing wet hairs. It's not advisable. You just invite so many hair breakage. So you just keep going down this way. But now here's the interesting part when it comes to the lace. For many of us who like to do natural, although this lace doesn't have it, as you can see, you can't see any form of foundation on it. But assuming there were to be foundations on this and you needed to wash it off, this is what you're going to do. You're going to need a small brush. Honestly, I didn't prepare for that, but let's say this is our brush, right? You just dab it in the water and you just brush across it this way. Little strokes. And it's supposed to be an upward stroke, so it goes off this way. Assuming you have foundations on it, or let's say you're probably trying to clean out a glue. But for glue, you're going to need more than just the brush. You're also going to need spirits or alcohol to be able to take out those glues that will be on them. So yeah, but since this doesn't have this and it was just for reference purposes, we're just going to continue with the video. So I'm going to go ahead to wash my cap this way, just this way. Nothing, you don't do too much. Your hair is fragile. Imagine that you went to the salon to wash your hair. The same way they wash your hair at the salon, just imagine that that is what you're doing right now. Just that there's no scalp on it. So now we're done washing and we're going to proceed to rinse off our shampoo before we condition. If you think that after your first wash, you feel the need to rewash, then please go ahead. You can always wash twice. I don't bother doing that because of one, the kind of product I use. And also I encourage, don't manage the product, okay? It's supposed to achieve something. The hair's supposed to look neat and smell fresh. So yeah, we're just going to pour this away and then bring in the third water for conditioning. So now we want to apply conditioner. And this is still Tresemme anti-breakage conditioner. Again, be generous. Be generous with your products. That's how you achieve the best results. So now we've applied conditioner on these two weave-ons. We're just going to leave them to sit in for 30 seconds to 1 minute. After which we're going to pour lukewarm water into the bath to rinse it off. So if you notice, this water is hotter than what we used to shampoo from the beginning. Yeah, so that's how a water is supposed to be. Hot, but not so hot. And now we're going to rinse this off. So this is the point where if you want to, you can comb and see how far you've done, you know, what you've done so far. But please, as you're combing, be gentle. These things are at their most fragile states and it can break off. Now you would say, but Tresemme says it's anti-breakage. Yes, it's supposed to help you do that, but I mean, you can't keep saying anti-breakage and you keep trying to pull it off. So I just try and make sure that there are no tangles. So now we want to do like one of the most important things when it comes to treating your hair wigs. So if somebody says, just revamp my hair without treatment, whatever we've done to this point is completely fine. You can go ahead and hang your wigs, let them dry and you style and you go. But when you have to treat, this is what we need to do now. So this is our Karatin hair treatment milk. This is new. It hasn't been opened. Give me a minute. I'm going to be using this product, this Karatin treatment milk, the silicone mix, the Karatin hair max, and then this oil. So these two, they do the same things. You could use either of both, but I choose to use the both of them. All right. So I'm going to take my measurements, and I'm going to be putting them into this place. So the quantity you put depends on the number of hairs you have to work on. So for we now, we're working on with 2 weeks, so which is why we have this. So I'm going to mix everything together, okay? And I'll be back. So we're done with our mixture and we're going to proceed to application. So you could decide to use these brushes that come with this mixer when you buy them to apply, but I love to use my hands because it's faster and because I can get into every root and cranny of this hair. So this is what we are going to do until we've applied this throughout the whole hair. I'm going to do this for both wigs and I'll be back. So now we're done applying our hair masks. As you can see, we still have some mixture left. And we're just going to, this is the point where, yes, you are free to comb and detangle. Make sure that there are no tied knots. And you can release every knotted area from the wig. By the time we're done combing, we're going to put this into a Ziploc bag. This is where it's going to sit in for a while before we proceed to steaming it. You can steam manually or by using the steaming cap. So now this is our steam cap. We're just going to put the wig inside this steam cap, and yeah, and we're going to plug it. So it's an electric steam cap. What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to steam this hair for 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't have this steam cap, you can just leave it in this Ziploc bag for 1 hour. The way to leave it in is put it in a bowl, pour hot water in it and cover the bowl. Make sure the bowl is covered and there's nowhere where vapor is leaving out easily. And after 1 hour, your wig is ready to be rinsed and dried. So I'm going to proceed to plug this for 30 to 45 minutes. So we're back. It's 45 minutes and I wish you could feel the warmth of this bag. Like, it's really warm. So we're just going to take it out of this bag into this water, rinse it off and would hang, and that's all until it's dried, and then you're ready to style. So this is hot, and as you can see, everything is still wet. You can clearly see that some work went into it. I mean, can you see that? Let's touch it. Can you see? Can you see how it looks? You can clearly see that work has been done. It's very soft. Let me see if you can see the texture from this. Very soft. So now we're rinsing off all the products. You can see it. We have the plastic. Can you feel? Oh my goodness. Can you see this? Oh gosh. That's how you feel. That's what you get for a job well done. Congratulations, you just completed your course on revamping. And we're going to proceed to rinse this the second time to make sure that we've washed off the product of this. And then we'll air dry. It's advisable to air dry. The way the rays of the sun has effect on your skin, my darlings, it also has effect on your hair, okay? So you may want to take it out just to drip, but you can bring it back inside or somewhere that is away from the sun so that it can air dry. All right, thank you.